This lace is nasty, dirty, it's lifting. We slacking. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna transform this wig into something y'all never seen before. So as we transition to my bathroom, what we're gonna do now is take a spray bottle full of warm water and just saturate the lace in it, so it could be easier for us to take off our lace without any pulling and snagging on our hairline. Y'all look at me looking crazy, boy, slacking. So as you can see, this wig is matted, it's dry, it has a little bit of movement, but not as much as its potential. And the frontal is just yucky. You can see all the glue buildup it has on it, some of the holes, but I'll get into explaining why that is there later. So what we're gonna do is we're going to revive this wig. We're gonna wash it and condition it, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you when I'm done with this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to saturate the lace and the hair in warm to hot water, and I'm going to go in with my Cantu sulfate free cleansing cream shampoo just to scrub the lace to get all the gunk and stuff out of it, and then I'm going to transition to the hair and start shampooing the hair. Next, we're going to take my Aussie Miracle Morse Avocado and Jojoba Oil Conditioner, and we're going to saturate the hair in this. Now, y'all, this conditioner is one of my Holy Grail products, and it is a staple in my product collection simply because this product has so much slip, and all of your tangles that you have melt instantly. It makes it so much easier for me to go in and detangle. Now, I detangle from ends to root and be careful as possible just so you don't have a lot of shedding and unnecessary shedding, which could lead to balding of the wig. Y'all, this hair sheds so much, it is ridiculous, y'all. I am telling y'all. But I'm gonna leave this hair to condition in the conditioner for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll be back. Here you guys can see how clean the lace is. Now that white residue that you see is not shampoo nor is it conditioner. It is for me bleaching the knots and not going in with a purple shampoo afterwards to get the brassiness out. Now what I do to fix that is I take a foundation of my color and I put it on the lace, and then I take my Got to Be Free spray and then I spray it on the lace just to make sure that the makeup adheres. Now we're going to go in and take our blow dryer just to make sure the lace is dry. Now I'm impatient, so I just use a blow dryer, but you can also let the hair air dry. Next up, we're going to pin the hair back just to make sure none of the hair gets into the glue, which could hinder your lace from sticking. Now that the hair is pinned back and all the pins are in place, we're going to take our wig and make sure that it is aligned to our head correctly, making sure all the ear tabs are in place as they should be, and just to make sure that we don't have to do any additional customizations to the wig. Now, since I have super sensitive skin, what I do instead of alcohol is I take hydrogen peroxide and put it on my hairline just to make sure any excess makeup and oils on my skin are gone, which could hinder the lace from adhering to your skin. Possible. And we're gonna do this twice because we want to make sure. I will be using to glue down my wig is the Eco Style Black Castor Oil and Flaxseed Get Glued Gel. And I will be using my Got to Be Free gel. And I will explain to you why I use both of these, and this combination is fantastic. Now I will say with the Eco Style gel, it can leave a white cast if you apply with your finger, so tread that water lightly. Once you spread it on your forehead and put a blow dryer to it, just make sure it dries clear and you won't have that problem. Y'all, this lace would not let me be great. And when I'm telling y'all it would not let me be great, it wasn't sticking, the glue wasn't getting tacky, nothing was working. So y'all are about to see me struggle for like the next 10 seconds trying to make this work, and I just didn't accept my L. Like, I didn't. So this is just me accepting my L. So what I'm about to do to fix this is I'm going to go in with my Got to Be Free spray and just spray it on top of my lace while I pull the lace taut on my head. And I'm going to take a blow dryer and on medium to high heat, and I'm going to dry that, and then I'm going to take my comb and press the lace into my skin so I can get that melt. And I'm just going to do that for my whole head. Now, I will say you might have to touch up your lace in a matter of a week or so, just because this glue isn't a long lasting glue and it wasn't meant for a long last wear. Now the frontal is on for the most part. There are some parts that are still lifting, so I'm going to go back in with my free spray and just get those parts. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my headband and put it solely on my lace, and I will sit up under a hooded hair dryer for at least 5 to 10 minutes just so I can make sure that everything is sticking to my head like it should, and so I can get that melt. This scarf off. And is a melt. Now we are going on to the styling part of this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting my hair in the middle part because that's what I was feeling that day. Next, I'm going to take my Lotta Body Milk and Honey Foaming Mousse and start on my baby hairs. I like to foam the hair back just so I can make sure I'm solely working on my baby hairs. Now, the thing that you have to be aware of is that with water-based mousse, it can lift the lace, so you want to work quickly and diligently so you make sure that all the hard work you just put into melting your lace into your skin doesn't go to waste. Now, if you don't feel comfortable using a mousse, you can always use a gel, and just make sure that you wrap up your hair afterwards with a headband and put a dryer to it just to make sure that everything is dry and in place. Now, I've recently started putting a shoelace on the edge of my lace because when I'm styling, I don't want any water to get on my lace and to lift the lace. Also, putting a shoelace on the edge of your lace, make sure that everything is adhered to your skin and your lace is melted. So now we're going back in and redefining the part since it wasn't as defined as I like it, since we foamed the hair back to mold the baby hairs. It's very much in the middle. Next up is the styling portion of the video. So what I like to do is I like to part my hair straight down the middle and work on one section at a time. Now, I take up a spray bottle full of warm water and I make sure that I saturate my hair in this water just to make sure that it's easy to go in when I go in with my dimming brush and detangle the hair from ends to root. Now, after I detangle the hair, I go back in with the water just to make sure that every strand is saturated. Then I go in with my Lotta Body Milk and Honey Foaming Mousse, and I take a generous amount and apply it to the section, making sure that I get every strand and every strand is penetrated. And then I'll do the same thing to the other side. Here I'm just showing you guys how the lace look and how the hair looks after I get finished with the whole process. And we're back with the final reveal of my hair. So I let my hair air dry and it is completely dry now, and this is how the curls look without me doing anything to them. I custom colored this unit. I bleached the front of the hair and the ends of the hair, if you can see that. I usually wouldn't leave this hair this flat. I love big hair, so I usually will run my fingers through it so it can get bigger and bigger. But yeah, let me give you guys some specs about this hair, and then I'll go through the pros and cons of this hair. I bought this hair a year ago from on Aliexpress from Show Model Hair. It is a Brazilian water wave wig, 13x4 lace front, human hair wig with a pre-plucked hairline, and it is 50% density. I love this hair, don't get me wrong. This hair does shed a lot, and curly hair of course does shed, but this hair sheds a lot. And I got this hair for my birthday, and I asked them if they can do 180% density, and they were like, yeah, of course. And so I got the hair and it was 180% density. Now it's like 150. After all the hair and shedding I got that I showed you guys in the previous clips. The lace is really good. It wasn't HD lace, but it wasn't brown lace either, so I love that. I really didn't have to do much to it. I went in and I plucked the hairline a little bit more to match my hairline more. As far as the lace goes, this lace is really soft. It is extremely soft, and since it is extremely soft, it tears very easily, hence the holes in the lace that I showed you when I was watching the wig. I do recommend Show Model Hair. I would give this wig a 7 out of 10, simply because I hate the fact that it sheds so much. But other than that, I love this hair. I would recommend it. I will put all of the information down in the description box, the link to the wig, the link to the website, and everything. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to the Life of Zaya, and I will see you in the next clip.